pieces of 8, handed down to Applegate from buccaneers who fought for years for gold doubloons and pieces of 8. Handed down in a pirate's chest, the gold they sailed for east and west, the treasure bright that made men fight, till none were left to bury the chest. So now the gold and pieces of 8 all belong to Applegate. The chest is here, but wait. Now where are those gold doubloons and pieces of 8, pieces of 8, pieces of 8?
Today's episode in the mystery of the Applegate treasure, the first clue.
Joe, my purse. It's gone. He took it. I didn't see him, but... Joe, hurry. Joe, what's the matter with you?
Look, Iowa, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, but I'm all through with pretend games now, so...
What?
From now on, I'm gonna grow up.
Joe, you come back here.
I'm just sick of playing mystery games, that's all.
But it's true. Somebody dumped that canvas thing over me, and then he grabbed my purse.
Yeah, maybe just dropped it somewhere.
Oh, Joe, I'm not pretending this time. Honest, I'm not.
How'd you know a man did it then?
I didn't say I saw him.
He grabbed my purse, you just said.
Well, what if I did?
How could you say that?
Oh, I think you're the worst detective I ever heard of. I'm going home and make my mother call the police.
Joe? Hey, what are you guys doing in here?
I was going to take a shortcut through Applegate's. Only I stopped to fix my skates. Frank Hardy, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Huh?
I'm going to tell your father.
But I just picked it up back there. I thought maybe you lost it. I was coming after Joe and I...
At least you didn't take anything, lucky for you.
You're goofy. Why would I want your son?
Wait, you mean there's nothing missing out of your purse? Nothing taken?
I won't tell you. First, you wouldn't believe it happened. Then it's really your brother. Oh, I think you Hardys are awful. I'm sorry I was ever your corpse.
What's the matter with her?
Even if you don't do anything to a girl, it's still your fault. She says somebody knocked her down and grabbed her purse.
Oh, who'd want her silly purse anyhow? Come on, let's go home.
Hey, all that junk girls carry around in their purse, maybe she had something in there that she didn't know about. You know, if she's telling the truth, this could be a real mystery. See, first she was down like this, fixing her skates. And somebody dumped this over her head and grabbed her purse.
Hey, this is a shelter hat, like you get in an army surplus store.
That's how come she couldn't see who it was, and he was gone by the time I got there.
Yeah, somebody who just happens to carry around shelter hats all the time. Hey, wait a minute. A lot of people do have these around this summer.
Who? What?
Well, listen.
A lawnmower. Hey, sure.
Old man Applegate's got the only power mower around here. It's the other side of the coach house, I guess.
Well, who's using it? Who'd he finally get to cut his grass?
I'll bet it's the same guy who just jumped on Iola. Come on, let's see.
Hey, look.
Sure, everybody uses these things for hauling grass and stuff. Over there.
Going someplace? Mr. Applegate don't like kids on the property.
Oh, it's all right. We know them, sort of. We're the Hardy boys.
Oh, is that so? Sons of the great Private Eye, huh?
Our father's Fenton Hardy.
Call yourselves the Two Little Winks, I suppose.
Well, who are you? We came here because a girl we know got beat up and robbed, and maybe you had... Well, she lost her purse.
No, not so fast now. My name's Jackley. I'm a plumber. Old man Applegate's got me here this week doing some repairs. Well, what's this about beat up and robbed?
Well, not beaten exactly. Joe there gets mad and says things.
Well, we're not exactly sure about the rob part.
You mean all you really know for sure is you don't like my jokes, huh? What are you two doing, playing detective?
We're not playing, Mr. Jackley. Honest, we're not. Somebody threw one of these things over Iola and scared the daylights out of her.
Listen. Hey, you. Hi.
Boys, this is Perry Robinson. He's new in Bayport. He's working for Applegate in exchange for living in the room here.
You dropped us someplace?
Fighting, is it?
Mr. Applegate. Mr. Applegate, I was just going to go and...
Never mind what you were doing. Lawnmower's just standing over there, just burning up gasoline. I told Sanders we'd be having a little trouble with you at first.
Mr. Applegate.
Because boys never like to work, do they, young man? Least I wouldn't call snooping around on my property work. Or did your Aunt Gertrude send you? Well, you tell that old busybody.
But we only came here because Perry there...
Don't argue with Perry or try to make him play. He's got work to do, I told you. Work, work, work.
Mr. Applegate.
Come on, he's right. Let's break it up. The fun's all over. Come on.
Come on. Come back in a few weeks, maybe. If he ever learns his lesson, there'll be plenty of time for play. I want all those weeds raked up.
What did you...
Not there. There's a dig in that room. I want that repaired, too. Look here. Look right here.
What did you go and interrupt for? Didn't you see how scared Perry was?
Look, why don't you boys come back tonight?
Huh?
Well, the kid sleeps here, but he eats his meals with somebody named Sanders. And you know you're right. He sure did act funny. Now, you said something about being robbed. Well, it wouldn't hurt to look in his room, would it? Huh?
Oh, we're not exactly sure about the rob part.
Sure, you're just curious. Well, let me tell you something. So am I.
You mean there been other things?
Well, I hate to bring the police into it, but, you know, it might be a good idea for everybody's sake if you two boys did a little detectiving, huh?
Frank? Joe? Hey! Anybody home?
Oh, hi, Fenton. You're late for supper.
Oh, well, I want to take care of everything out here. Now I'm all set to go back to the city in the night train.
Oh, too bad the boys have already had their dinner.
Oh. Well, an extra piece of pie might not hurt them any. I'd like to get in a little more visit with them before I go back.
Well, you can't.
What?
No, the boys have gone out for the evening. No explanation, just out.
Oh. Gertrude, I guess you think I'm not much of a father.
No, stop that. Just that I've been dieting today, that's all. Salesman made me buy something I didn't want, and I stubbed my toe, and... Fenton, do you know anybody named Sanders? The boys were asking.
Sanders? Well, the only one I know of in town is the county juvenile officer. Why?
Just trying to read boys' minds, that's all. They always say they're going no place to do nothing, but it wouldn't be with somebody like that, would it?
Well, I wouldn't worry. They talk a lot about mysteries, but they never really get mixed up in anything. I wonder how they happened to meet Sanders.
Well, I don't think they did. Just some boy who takes his meals with the Sanders is all. What's the matter?
Well, nothing. The only boys Sanders takes in like that are city boys here on probation from reform school.
Well, we better check, see if Applegate's in the yard.
I don't see anybody.
No, it's all right.
Sure is a gloomy old place, isn't it? Well, let's get over to Perry's room by the shed while the coast is still clear.
Okay.
Hey! Better hurry. He might be back from Sanders any minute.
Doesn't Perry have a family or anything?
There's some kid down from the city for a while, that's all I know.
I kind of hate to go into Perry's room. I mean, just because he picked on Iola.
Or maybe he took something from her, too. Hey, look! Wire cutters. Just like ours, remember? The ones you couldn't find.
Joe, these are ours. Look at the handle.
This tape used to be white.
I wrapped them that way myself.
I wonder what else he's stolen.
Tomorrow's episode, The Fugitive.